Field in beautiful and historic Newport, Rhode Island for a great afternoon of Commonwealth Coast Conference women's soccer action. Today, the Salve Regina Seahawks play host to the Fighting Scots of Gordon College. Gordon enters today's match with a record of 9-3, while Salve Regina has a season's mark of 6-1. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Salve Regina University, in conjunction with the NCAA and the Commonwealth Coast Conference, puts its highest priority on promoting good sportsmanship. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and the officials in a positive manner. Verbal abuse such as profanity, racial or sexist comments, or other intimidating actions directed toward officials, student athletes, coaches, or athletic department personnel will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you for supporting Salve Regina University Athletics. Now let's meet the starting lineups. First for Gordon College. At midfield, a sophomore from Foxborough, Mass., number 3, Kendra Wentling. At midfield, a junior from Ballston Spa, New York, number 5, Sarah Ziringa. At midfield, a junior from Groveland, Mass., number 6, Ginny Vinayou. At defense, a sophomore from Graham, Washington, number 8, Allie LaRue. At forward, a senior from Tarrytown, New York, number 10, Emily Rodriguez. At midfield, a freshman from Greenville, North Carolina, number 13, Shelby Jones. At midfield, a junior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 18, Sophia Gish. At defense, a junior from Puyallup, Washington, number 20, McKenna Feller. At forward, a senior from New Cumberland, Pennsylvania, number 21, Savannah Metz. At forward, a junior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, number 26, Kella Ashley. And in the goal, a junior from Northbridge, Mass., number 1, Tori Payne. The head coach of the Fighting Scots is Chuck Breton. He is assisted by Katie Mader, Denny Nkalba, and that's it. And now for your Salve Regina Seahawks. At forward, a junior from East Hampton, Connecticut, number 3, Megan McLaughlin. At back, a junior from Milford, Connecticut, number 4, Sophie Lucas. At back, a junior from Glastonbury, Connecticut, number 6, Hannah Rossman. At midfield, a senior from New London, Connecticut, number 7, Emily Smith. At back, a junior from Old Saybrook, Connecticut, number 8, Madeline Kowicki. At midfield, a junior from Wellfleet, Mass., number 14, Olivia Picard. At midfield, a senior from Rockaway Park, New York, number 18, Molly Breslin. At back, a senior from Portland, Connecticut, number 19, Molly Leary. At midfield, a sophomore from Whitman, Mass., number 21, Zoe Cox. At midfield, a sophomore from East Brookfield, Mass., number 24, Emily Rio. And in the goal, a junior from Plymouth, Mass., number 1, Georgia Drake. The Seahawks are coached by Jane Walsh She is assisted by Courtney Bouchard, Morgan McBriar, and Brooke Osmansky. The officials for today's game are Robert Michiello, Mitchell O'Connor, and Michael Wallace. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please rise and direct your attention to the north end of the field as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
Best music compilation.
Hello and welcome to Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island on a sunny afternoon just after 5 p.m., October 17, the same day that our very own Andrew Pizzelli joined a special club, turning 30 years old today. Happy birthday, Andrew Pizzelli. Welcome again into the broadcast for Salve Regina University women's soccer as the Seahawks host the Fighting Scots of Gordon College in a Commonwealth Coast Conference women's soccer battle. Salve Regina University 6-7-1 overall, 2-2-1 in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Facing the Fighting Scots 9-3-0 overall, 3-2-0 in CCC play. The Scots and the Seahawks neck and neck in the CCC standings. University of New England and Western New England both with 5-1 records atop the women's soccer standings. And actually, Endicott College is there as well. A three-way tie for first place, followed by Roger Williams at 4-2, Gordon College at 3-2, and Salve Regina at 2-2-1. Suffolk, Wentworth, Curry, and Nichols below the Seahawks and the Scots in the standings. We are ready to get underway here at Toppa Field. First touch for the Fighting Scots. Welcome again to Toppa Field. I'm Ed Habishaw, Brooke Meredith on the camera, Presley Boyce on the live stats, George Corrigan down on the field level for still photography. Starting in goal for the Fighting Scots and getting her first touch is Tori Payne, a junior from Northbridge, Massachusetts. McKenna Feller, junior from Puyallup, Washington, sending it upfield. And now Allie LaRue, also from Washington, Graham, Washington, going up. Molly Leary for the Seahawks. One of three captains for Salve Regina University. Molly Leary, Emily Smith, and Isabel Valerio. Madeline Kowecki will knock it out of bounds for a Gordon College throw-in. And we have our first corner kick as Kowecki's clear caroms off a teammate and over the end line. A line drive of a corner kick, knocked out of bounds again over the end line. It'll be another corner opportunity for Gordon College. Several clears are caroming off the backs of Seahawks. And now Sophie Lucas gets it upfield, but it goes out of bounds just as Zoe Cox was looking to make a play. McKenna Feller settling the ball over to Savannah Metz. Metz in the red shoes. Gordon College wearing two-tone blue as their road uniforms. Seahawks in white. Megan McLaughlin touches it over to Olivia Picard. Hannah Rossman looking to poke it away. Kala Ashley, junior from Lancaster, PA. Allie LaRue goes inside. Cleared out by Molly Leary. Leary, the senior from Portland, Connecticut. Megan McLaughlin comes away, sends it up. And getting tripped up is Molly Breslin. It'll be a foul on Gordon College. Our first whistle for a foul. Hannah Rossman will do the free kick for Salve Regina. Tori Payne comes and gets the low bouncing ball. Payne in the first half will have to battle a setting sun as it sets over the Tennis Hall of Fame on the west of Toppa Field. From the midfield, Shelby Jones, a freshman from Greenville, North Carolina. That shot is just over. Delivered by Kala Ashley. Georgia Drake will set the goal kick for Salve Regina. Emily Smith with a touch in the middle. That bounces over. Here we go. Molly Breslin putting the pressure on. Seahawks will have a throw. Zoe Cox leaves it for Sophie Lucas. Her throw into Emily Rio. Does not connect. And Kendra Wentling, sophomore from Foxborough, Mass. Feller and Metz. Passing it back and forth to each other. Feller in the midfield. Her pass up to Sarah Sierzanga does not connect. So it comes back to Tori Payne. Over to Feller. And Gordon loses it in front of their bench. Zoe Cox picks it up quickly. Another Seahawk throw. Sophie Lucas will come up to deliver it. Kowecki's kick. Looking for Picard. Emily Rio up ahead to Megan McLaughlin. Out of bounds for Gordon College to throw. Allie LaRue sends it in to Shelby Jones. Then backs it up to Metz. Metz finds a teammate downfield. That's Sierra Zanger. And another corner kick for Gordon College. Sierra Zanger, number 5, will set the kick. She's at the far corner on the west side of Toppa Field. In the air. Headed out by Allie LaRue, number 8. It's wide of the net. Emily Smith. Larry will send it on the ground up to Molly Breslin. Her pass back to Emily Rio doesn't connect. And Rio commits the foul. We're in the 10th minute of the Commonwealth Coast Conference women's soccer game between Gordon College and Salve Regina University. Georgia Drake making the grab in the air off the long kick from McKenna Feller. The punt from Drake. First touch by Ashley. McLaughlin unable to handle Picard's pass. Gordon will have a throw in from deep in its defensive set. McLaughlin to Picard. Over to Rossman. Rossman looking to connect with Zoe Cox. Now Breslin back to the goal. Sends it into the corner for McLaughlin. And the Seahawks will have a corner kick. Olivia Picard will set it up for Salve Regina. Salve's first corner kick coming in the 11th minute. In the air to the far post. It goes through. Cleared out by Kendra Wentling. And then backed up by the Seahawks to Kowecki. She dribbles in. Sends a line drive off of Shelby Jones. Lucas knocked down but gets the pass to Emily Rio. And Rio's pass to McLaughlin. Disrupted. McLaughlin passes it to Picard, but was not looking. Throw in from the far side, west of the Seahawk bench. Zoe Cox battling with Emily Rodriguez. The cross, Leary intercepts and clears. And it's out just past midfield. Gordon with the throw in. Picked up by Allie LaRue. Kowecki to Picard. Too strong with her. Feed to Rossman. Serizanga backs it up to Jones, who sends it over to Viano. Tori Payne will get the pass over to McKenna Feller. Feller to LaRue. Picard comes through. Knocked out by the Fighting Scots. Seahawks with a throw. Hannah Rossman. Up ahead to Cox. Another throw in further up the field. Rossman continues to walk. Looking for a target. Finds Breslin. Back to Rossman. Into the middle. Feller to LaRue. Ashley able to turn upfield. Sends it into the middle. And that kick onside. Shot and a save. Wentling getting the lead pass from Serizanga. Stopped by Drake. As we're in the 15th minute. Scoreless here at Toppa Field. Drake's punt well past midfield. Sun is expected to set around 6 p.m. That should be during halftime. So Payne will have to deal with that pain of the setting sun. Goalkeeper for Gordon College. Sophia Gish from midfield sending it up. But now Sophie Lucas looking to change the direction. Calla Ashley cuts inside. Stopped by Picard. Feller there. Kowecki sends it through the middle. Feller to Rodriguez. Now McLaughlin gets the carom. Sends it to Smith in the middle. Loses it to the Scots. Feller trying to slide it through, but it's Kowecki who gets it. Rossman backs it up to Kowecki. Up to Molly Breslin. Emily Rio sends it over to the side. At midfield, it's McLaughlin. She'll turn upfield and chase it down. She's got a lead. Into the middle for Breslin. Poked away by Feller. Sent back in by Lucas. Rio and Rodriguez both hit the ground. No whistle. Lucas to Picard in the middle. Tripped up by Rodriguez. Foul on the Scots. Seahawks with the free kick. It'll be Madeline Kowecki, the junior from Old Saybrook, Connecticut. Kowecki gets the loose ball. On the ground to Zoe Cox. Rodriguez now over to LaRue. Number 8 to number 8. Feller will kick it out. Waiting there was the Seahawk ball person, who hands her ball to Sophie Lucas. Sophia Gish switches sides, hits Ashley in stride. Ashley cutting into the middle. Her shot picked up on a few bounces by Georgia Drake. Georgia, the junior goalkeeper from Plymouth, Massachusetts. Making her 15th start of the season. She has started all 15 games for the Seahawks and has played all but one half of the Seahawk games. We'll have our first substitution. For Gordon College, Ginny Vieno is out and Taylor Tailsnick is in. Tailsnick, a sophomore from Maitland, Florida. Her brother, playing for the men's team, was here last night as Gordon College defeated Salve Regina 3-0. 3 second-half goals for the Fighting Scots. That pass from Allie LaRue hits Ashley. Kowecki stops it, the cross in the middle. Larry clears it out. Ahead for Zoe Cox to chase. And LaRue will send it out of play. Seahawks get the throw in. Hannah Rossman will do the throw. Goes into Emily Rio. Picard. The hard kick. Shot is high by Wentling. She was able to pull the trigger on the nice feed. Goal kick for Georgia Drake. Under 25 minutes remaining in first half action. Seahawks and Scots scoreless here at Toppa Field. Salve's home field has bounced back and forth from Reynolds Field on campus to Toppa Field, just a mile off campus. That cross goes all the way over to Megan McLaughlin. The Seahawks will be on Reynolds Field midweek when they host Western New England University on Wednesday, October 20 at 3:30 p.m. Toppa Field with lights affords both men's and women's soccer and other Seahawk teams to have later evening games, avoiding class conflicts. Picard up ahead to Zoe Cox. Fuller will get there first. Keeps it in play. Kala Ashley gets it back to Fuller. Kowecki to Picard. Picard backs it up to Rossman, who backs it up to Molly Larry. Switches it over to Sophie Lucas. She's got Wentling coming on. Now Larry centers it for Kowecki. Her pass picked off by Ashley. The give and go. Disrupted by Molly Larry. Out of bounds. Last touch by LaRue. Throw in for Hannah Rossman. Haley Dubioso will check in for number 18, Molly Breslin. Number 16 for 18 on the substitution for Salve Regina. Kat Hunter also in the game for Salve Regina, number 22. I missed her check-in earlier. She's playing midfield for the Seahawks. Rodriguez over to Ashley. Ashley cutting inside. Her cross. Offsides is the call as the flag goes up from the far corner. Under 22 minutes in first half action. Under 9 minutes in first half action between the New England Patriots and Dallas Cowboys, NFL, up at Foxborough. Patriots with the 14-7 lead. Scoreless here at Toppa Field. Zoe Cox with the touch. It's played back to Tori Payne. Hunter touches it, looking to turn with it, but possession to the Scots. Georgia Drake will come far and get to the ball before any fighting Scot can make a play. The left-footed punt, good distance on that one. Headed by Metz. Picard settles. Looks inside for McLaughlin. Better position for Tailsnick. 3-on-3, McLaughlin and Wetling. Now Zoe Cox, quick touch for Kat Hunter. She crosses inside. Here's Haley Dubiosio, shot, save, rebound, in! Haley Dubiosio gives Salve Regina the 1-0 lead. (19:13) on the clock. Seahawks taking the 1-0 lead. Dubioso's first shot denied by Tori Payne. Good save there, but the carom went too far away from the Scots. And Dubioso cleaned up. For Haley Dubioso, it's her second goal of the year. She now has 4 points and gives Salve Regina the 1-0 lead. Under 19 minutes to go in the first half. Dubioso, a junior from North Salem, New York. We've got a corner kick now for Gordon College. Excuse me, that's a throw-in. Calla Ashley with the kick high. Through the uprights on the football field, but over the crossbar on soccer. On the ground, that kick from the left foot of Shelby Jones, fielded by Georgia Drake. Another strong punt from the junior keeper, Megan McLaughlin, into Dubiosio. And that'll be cleared out of bounds by the Fighting Scots. Sophie Lucas will come up to make the throw. Seahawks looking to add on to the 1-0 lead. Lucas's long feed lofted in. Erin Harnish looking to make a play. Last touch punched out by Tori Payne. Harnish will have the throw. She's looking for Dubioso. Cleared out by Allie LaRue. And it'll be a throw-in. Abby Engel, junior from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, in for the Fighting Scots. As we hit the 16-minute mark. Ashley's kick denied by Madeline Kowecki. Calla Ashley Downfield, looking for LaRue. Into the corner. And it rolls out. Goal kick for the Seahawks. Seahawks will have a substitution. Number 20, Gabby Boyvin. Checking in for Megan McLaughlin. Drake touches her goal kick over to Molly Larry. Upfield to Emily Smith. Now Harnish. Long sleeves white shirt underneath her game jersey. Easy to identify number 2. That gets through to Harnish, who touches it to Kat Hunter. Stops over to Hannah Rossman. Now on the far side, Larry will settle it and then lift it in the air. It goes out just at the Gordon College bench. Fighting Scots are coached by Chuck Breton. He's in his 7th season. Also a graduate of Gordon College. His assistants are Katie Mader and Danny Kalamba. Collision between Kat Hunter and a Fighting Scot sends Sophia Gish to the turf. Instructions from Robert Minicello, head referee, to the table as Gish able to get up. Mitchell O'Connor and Michael Wallace are the assistant referees. Seahawks are coached by Jane Walsh, a Keene State College graduate. She's also in her 7th season. Her 3 assistants are Courtney Bouchard, Morgan McBriar, both from the Salve Regina class of 2018. And new on the staff this year is Brooke Osmanski, a University of Rhode Island graduate. McKenna Feller will deliver the free kick. It's high, on target, punched up. Drake makes the save off the kick from Feller. And then it was cleared out by the Seahawks. Rodriguez leaves it for Feller. Headed in the air by Lucas. Now Ashley with the drive. And reaching above her head is Georgia Drake for the save. Off the kick from number 26, Kala Ashley. The junior from Lancaster, Pennsylvania, the most active on offense for Gordon College in the first half. Seahawks with a 1-0 lead. Haley Dubioso scoring a goal. Having a shot stopped by Tori Payne. And then cleaning up the rebound for her 2nd goal of 2021. Giving Salve Regina the 1-0 lead. Player from each side checking in. 17 for the Fighting Scots, 29 for the Seahawks. That's Alexa Weindorf, Jr. for Gordon College. And Bridget Koecki, freshman from Old Saybrook, younger sister of Madeline Koecki. Goal kick for Gordon College. Bridget Koecki looking to pressure Rodriguez. Now coming up is Allie LaRue. Into the middle for Engel. Rodriguez over to LaRue. Rodriguez will turn into the middle. Driving through. Her kick will go wide. Off the left foot. Gordon with another player checking in. Number 15, Casey Miller, senior, Cedar Crest, New Mexico. Giving Calla Ashley a rest. Under 10 minutes to go in the first half. Emily Smith stopping Miller's first touch. Miller to Rodriguez. Rodriguez stops and spins. This kick is lifted by LaRue. Lucas able to stop that shot. And then knocks down Krista DeRico, freshman from Wayne, Pennsylvania. Foul on Sophie Lucas. She and Gabby Boyven will form a two-player wall. 10 yards away from the free kick. That caromed off the foot of Miller. So her shot saved by Georgia Drake. Miller up to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with some fancy moves, but kicked out. Now Dubiozio in a race. Out of bounds, last touch by the Seahawks. Throw in for LaRue. Back to Feller. LaRue with it. Harnish knocks it off LaRue for a throw-in. Dubiozzo unable to keep it. That goes off the backside of Robert Minicello, the head referee. He awards possession to Gordon College. On the far side, Boyven looking to make a play upfield. Now from the middle, it's Shelby Jones. Harnish trying to deny Rodriguez. They come out wide to the near side. LaRue with some space, running through the middle now. Switches it. Kick. The carom, it's loose. So the kick by DeRico, number 23, was saved by Georgia Drake. She was unable to come up with a rebound. Her teammates cleared it out for her. Gordon looking to attack again. Into the middle. Leary pokes it to Kat Hunter. Sent upfield by Boyven. This long kick will be fielded by Georgia Drake as she goes into the corner of her box. Under 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Sun is setting quickly. Should be down fully by 6 p.m. This game got underway just after 5 p.m. at Toppa Field. Now Rodriguez down the left side. Her cross deflects off Madeline Koecki. Out of bounds for a throw-in. Both teams have subs waiting to check in. Isabel Valerio for Salve Regina. She's wearing number 9 as a field player. She is 0 as a goalkeeper. And Alyssa Floyd, a junior from Redmond, Washington, checks in for Gordon College. A late whistle goes against Salve Regina as they had gained the advantage. So it'll be a free kick for Gordon College. Just outside the box. Feller, number 20, will get the play started. She has a Seahawk wall of 4 that's being backed up by head referee Minicello. Valerio part of that wall just into the game. Headed out by the Seahawks. Cat Hunter now clears it out of bounds. It'll be a throw-in for Tailsnick. She bounces it on a short pass. Now Smith knocks it out over the end line off of the Fighting Scots, so it'll be a goal kick for Salve Regina. 3.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Drake starts the play with a touch over to Larry. Now Madeline Kowecki up to Erin Harnish. Her one-touch try to Bridget Kowecki. Denied by Floyd. Coming through. Larry with the stop. Over to Harnish. Valerio unable to get that pass from Harnish. Hunter forces a deflection. Back into the Gordon Scott defensive set. Metz over to Fuller. Feller takes her time dribbling up. LaRue sends it into the corner, but Kowecki's there. She'll send it out. Call by the side official is that it was an illegal pass, so the Seahawks will now have a throw. LaRue stepped over the yellow line on her throw and then heads that ball out. So Rossman will have another toss for the Seahawks. Knocked out by Floyd. Rossman will come up the line with another throw. Into Bridget Kowecki. Kowecki backs it up to her sister, Madeline, who lets it go all the way to Molly Larry. Larry sends it up to Rossman. Rossman with some space. Now gets it to Erin Harnish. Harnish into Hunter. It'll be a Seahawk throw. Harnish will leave it for Hannah Rossman. Rossman bounces it to Harnish. Getting deeper. Harnish will take the throw. Coming up on 1 minute remaining in the first half.
1 minute left in the half.
Smith with the reverse kick. It goes wide. So her shot will result in a goal kick for Tori Payne. She touches it over to Feller. Feller looking for a long kick, but it stays low and stopped by Bridget Kowecki. Harnish in the air to Valerio. Boyven into Harnish. LaRue knocks it off of Kowecki out. LaRue with a throw. Up to Miller. Headed back by Larry. 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Emily Smith will touch it to Harnish, and it'll go out of bounds as the final second ticks off here in the first half. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead. They'll go to halftime here at Toppa Field. Haley Dubioso with the only goal scorer of the first half. Let's show you that in a replay. From midfield, McLaughlin, first pass to Dubioso. Her first shot with the left foot stopped, and then the right foot finishes it. Great camera work by Brooke Meredith. Seahawks with the 1-0 lead, taking it into halftime. And we'll be right back after a short break.
Hi, my name is Jane Walsh, and I'm the head women's soccer coach at Salve Regina University. We are an NCAA Division III institution competing in the Commonwealth Coast Conference. Since 2015, we've maintained significant status within the CCC, earning postseason berths each season, as well as having many student athletes receive all conference accolades such as Rookie of the Year and Offensive Player of the Year. By creating relationships with my student athletes based on who we are as people over who we are as players and coaches, I believe that we create a deeper sense of trust that's essential for growth. As a team, we commit ourselves 365, meaning there's always something that you can be doing to be preparing for your craft. So sometimes that's heavy in-season training, heavy out-of-season training in the weight room, conditioning, so on and so forth. And sometimes that means just purely rest. But it's important to know that when you commit yourself to the program, we do prioritize family, academics, and soccer. And then anything else you want to do after that, as long as you're keeping yourself healthy and safe, is totally up to you, and we're in support of that. A good way to get in touch is to simply reach out by email, introduce yourself, give me your year of graduation, or if you're a current student here at Salve. Highlight film is certainly important, and then any playing or practice schedules that you might have are really helpful as well. Just kind of give me a snapshot of who you are, what you do, academically in and out of the soccer field, and from there we'll just kind of create a relationship and move forward. It is important that I get to see you play in person. That's kind of essential in determining your fit with the program, but as I said before, I really like to get to know who you are as a person first. Thank you again for your interest in Salve Regina University women's soccer. Have a great day.
Welcome back to Toppa Field in Newport, Rhode Island, just after 6 p.m., 6:04:44 to be exact. Sun still setting beyond the Tennis Hall of Fame, which is on Bellevue Avenue, and Toppa Field situated between Freebody Street and Middleton Avenue in Newport, Rhode Island. We are back here for second half action between Gordon College Fighting Scots and Salve Regina University Seahawks. Women's soccer, Commonwealth Coast Conference style. Seahawks with a 1-0 lead. Haley Dubioso scoring her second goal of 2021 to give the Seahawks that 1-goal advantage heading into the second half. Once again, Brooke Meredith on the camera and Presley Boyce with live stats. George Corrigan down on the field shooting still photography. A lot of action in his shots. Seahawks will have the first touch here in second half. Molly Breslin at midfield. She's donned a long sleeve shirt underneath her game jersey. Seahawks in white, going right to left now on your screen. This is the fifth and final scheduled game for South Virginia at Toppa Field. A couple of games have ended here on the schedule that weren't originally scheduled. Seahawks are 2-2 overall in their 4 games at Toppa. Hoping to finish here with a winning record. They are undefeated at Reynolds Field and will be back on Reynolds Field on Wednesday, October 20, a 3:30 start versus Western New England. Kat Hunter over to Zoe Cox. Zoe Cox with the cross. And touched by Breslin. It'll be a goal kick. Tori Payne sends over to Fuller. Fuller to her left. Gets it back. Now Metz in the middle. Goes through the middle. Jones. Fuller on the left side. Pass the Seahawk bench to LaRue. LaRue dribbling up. Over midfield. Up ahead she has Kala Ashley. Doesn't get to it before the end line. Or actually does. And forces the corner kick. Knocking it off of Molly Larry. Taking the corner kick for the visiting Scots of Gordon College will be Sarah Sirazanga, junior from Ballston Spa, New York. She'll deliver the right foot kick high in the air into the box. It headed down and over the line for a Seahawk goal kick. Drake, quick touch out to Larry. Larry through the middle. Finds Picard. Picard gets it through to Hunter. Hunter backs it up for McLaughlin. She'll race downfield with it. Makes her cross on the ground. Kicked out of play by Rodriguez. Seahawks with the throw in. Sophie Lucas comes up to make that throw. Into Cat Hunter. Lucas keeps it in play. Backs it up to Larry. She centers it for Smith. Off her foot. Possession for Shelby Jones. Smith goes wide to Zoe Cox. Zoe Cox looking to turn up. In front of the Gordon bench is LaRue. Kala Ashley cuts in. Drake gets the carom. It was a Leary clear that caromed off a Fighting Scott. Back to Drake. Georgia Drake with the punt. Into the wind now. Does not have the sun factor that Torrey Payne had to deal with early on. But the wind is blowing west to east here at Toppa Field. So behind the backs of the Fighting Scots as they look to attack. Rodriguez to LaRue to Gish. Now the ball is loose in the middle. Metz sends it ahead. Lucas with the settle. Feller falls on the ball. Tailsnick from the right side switches the field. Now Gish backs it up to Feller. She comes forward. Out to the wing, but out of bounds. Rossman with the throw in for the Seahawks. LaRue knocks it out. Midfield for Rossman's next throw. Into Breslin. Tried to chip it to Zoe Cox. Knocked out by Ashley. Or knocked out by the Seahawks. Last touch by the Seahawks. LaRue will take a throw. That went off of Rossman out of bounds. Ashley with the throw up ahead to Sierzinga. It rolls over the end line. Georgia Drake will set up a goal kick. Quick touch to Leary. In the middle. She'll dribble up. Feed Picard with the pass. Picard gets picked off and shot on goal. Saved by Drake. Drake will hit more line drive punts in this half as McLaughlin's shirt was grabbed, unable to get that loose ball. McLaughlin backs it up to Smith. Larry over to Koecki. Koecki switches it over to Lucas. Kala Ashley last touches it out. Lucas advances. Hannah Rossman advances with that throw. Waiting for Larry to tie her left shoe in the middle of the field. Now the throw in. LaRue will not head it out of bounds at the scorer's table. So from midfield, Rossman advances another throw. That's headed by Feller. Rossman backs it up to Larry. Koecki over to Lucas. Lucas pushed deeper into her corner. It'll be a Seahawk throw, but deep in their defensive zone. Lucas to Hunter. And a trip sends Jones to the turf. Seahawks will set up their wall. McLaughlin, Pickard, Leary, and Smith. They're asked to reposition. And Larry will give attention to Shelby Jones. Feller with a kick. Over the crossbar. They've placed several kicks that just clear the crossbar. Wentling backs it up to Tailsnick. Now Lucas. Picard sees Rodriguez knock it out of play. Lucas with the throw. Into Breslin. Rodriguez switches it. Zoe Cox is there. Tries to go through the middle. Hunter. Whistles for the foul. We are 10 minutes into second half action. And that'll be just a long kick over the end line. Goal kick for Georgia Drake. Lucas will send it into Drake. Drake places it for Molly Leary. Temperature has dropped here at Toppa Field as the sun has gone down as well. Started out in the high 60s. Rossman cutting inside. Loses it to Jones. Jones crosses the field for Wetling. Wentling's carom off of Lucas results in a corner kick for Gordon College. And setting up the corner kick for the Fighting Scots is Sarah Sierzanga. She'll give her right foot the opportunity to deliver this. A low line drive. Gets cleared. Sent back in by LaRue. Popped up in the air. McLaughlin looking to get possession. And the shot by Ashley goes high. Larry with the goal kick. Long in. One bounce to Georgia Drake. That was sent in by LaRue. Allie LaRue, a sophomore from Graham, Washington. LaRue again. Settles it at her feet. Over to Ashley. Back to LaRue. She sends it back to Feller. To Metz. Metz switches it back to Feller. Nice pressure applied by Zoe Cox. Forces the turnover. Seahawks with a substitution. It's Abby Hutchins, a freshman from East Syracuse, New York, in for Hannah Rossman. Out of play. Wentling unable to get to that ball before it crossed the yellow line. Assistant referee had his flag dropped to the turf while he was raising it for the out of bounds. Madeline Koecki intercepted by Wentling. Lucas with the stop. Cleared by Leary. Throw in for Tailsnick. Wentling into the middle. Goal kick for the Seahawks as Sirazanga knocks it over the end line. Under 30 minutes remaining in the second half. Salve Regina leading 1-0. Larry, I believe, passed it out to herself, unless that was Georgia Drake that had the kick on it. Zoe Cox to Kat Hunter, back to Cox. LaRue intercepts. Feller at midfield on the far side. Up ahead to Ashley. LaRue snuck in on that wide side. Hutchins battling. And cleared by Hutchins. Smith now with the clear. Up to Hunter. Correction, that's Molly Breslin. Now Hunter sends a ball down for Megan McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking to cross. And a nice shield there by Tailsnick. Allows the Scots to have a goal kick instead of a corner kick for Salve. Payne's goal kick headed by Wentling. And then the ball crosses to the other side. A throw in for Ashley. Quickly into Rodriguez. Cleared out by Hutchins. That carom, Georgia Drake will pick up as Hutchins looking to clear. Carom's off a fighting Scott. Georgia Drake recognizes the need to come out and pick up that loose ball. She attempts her punt. Low line drive, just short of midfield. LaRue's pass cleared by Molly Leary. Emily Smith from the middle. Intercepted by Tailsnick. Now Picard sends it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin to Breslin. Seahawks will have a throw-in from deep in their attacking zone. Sophie Lucas with the throw. Bounces it into the middle. Off the official, second time today. He's been the target of a few clears. Lucas able to settle it to McLaughlin. Backed up to Larry. Smith now into the middle. Kowecki. Nice tackle there by Kowecki. 7-7 on this one. Picard goes to the far side. Metz to Feller. Back to Metz in the middle. Long kick through the middle. Too strong. Another goal kick for Salve Regina. Under 25 minutes remaining in second half action. Emily Rio checks in for Zoe Cox. And checking in for the Fighting Scots is Chrissy DeRico. DeRico quickly with a touch. And Lucas gets it around DeRico. McLaughlin forces the knockout by DeRico. Smith with Rodriguez on her back. Loses the ball over to the Scots. That long pass intercepted by Abby Hutchins. Breslin sends it on to Rio, who's streaking down the right sideline. That cross stopped by Tailsnick. Picard with the kick. Going wide. Still in play. And now over the end line for a goal kick. Had just enough on it to get out of play before somebody could catch up to it. One nothing the score here in the second half. Haley Dubioso scoring for the Seahawks in the first half. We're midway through second half action when we officially hit 22:30, which is right now. Georgia Drake with another goal kick. Spots it, taps it. Kowecki over to Lucas. Lucas with the throw. Headed by Tailsnick. Over to Feller. Feller directs a lot of traffic for the Fighting Scots. Now in the middle, at Feller at midfield. To Rodriguez. Rodriguez gets it through three Seahawks closing in on her. That ball knocked out. Cat Hunter knocked to the ground, but no whistle. Hunter, long kick, downfield. McLaughlin will chase it. It's outside of Payne's box. Payne's knocks it out of bounds. Nice play by the Gordon College keeper, junior from Northbridge, Massachusetts. Another throw in for the Seahawks. Oh, overruled. It'll be a throw in for Gordon College. Side referee indicated Salve's possession, but head referee thought otherwise. Abby Hutchins deflects it off of a Fighting Scott. She'll have a throw in front of her bench. Kowecki comes up to knock that out. LaRue will have the throw into Kala Ashley. It'll be a Seahawk throw. The player responsible for the game's only goal, Haley Dubioso, checks in for Molly Breslin. That's 16 for 18. Rodriguez poked away by Picard. Sirizienga unable to get to that before Molly Leary clears it. DeRico gives chase before Drake picks it up. Kala Ashley into Sierra Zenga. DeRico over to Jones. Jones going to the corner. Trying to create a corner kick, and she does. Gordon College with another corner kick. This on the near corner. Sierra Zenga will insert the corner kick. She'll swing the right foot. And the Scots have tied it. $17:46 on the clock. We'll take a quick look at this goal-scoring play off the corner kick. Headed initially by Sophia Gish. I didn't see who picked up the second touch, but it ties the score at 1-1. As we are under 17 minutes remaining in the second half, all tied at 1. Goal goes to number 21, Savannah Metz.
College goal scored by number 21, Savannah Metz.
Senior from New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. Metz the goal. And it's her first of the season. Foul and a free kick for Gordon College. And the long feed from Feller goes wide right. Larry with the clear. Feller picking it up. Sunday night Commonwealth Coast Conference action from Toppa Field. Gordon College and Salve Regina University women's soccer. 1-1 the score. Coming up on the 15-minute mark here in the second half. That line drive kick from Rodriguez, saved by Georgia Drake. Her boot, one hops Emily Smith. Rodriguez with the throw in. Kala Ashley crossing. Another cross. Kept in play by Dorico. And the kick over by Gish. Molly Larry sets the goal kick for Salve Regina. Rio able to get it ahead to Dubioso. Now Megan McLaughlin. Free for Dubioso. She's sent to the turf. It'll be a Gordon College throw. Lucas. Rio trying to get it free. And a foul on Tailsnick. Gives the Seahawk a free kick. Larry up from her back position. Will deliver the free kick. In the air. Headed away by Sophia Gish. Back to Lucas. Settles it. Into the middle. Sierzanga sends it ahead to Dorico. Dorico heading towards the corner. Now cuts inside. Her cross stopped by Picard. Then cleared by Koecki. Right at midfield, a throw for Tailsnick. Subs for both sides. Zoe Cox back in. And Abby Engel in for the visitors. Picard gets a rest. That one leaves the field. Abby Engel knocks that ball out of play. Lucas with the throw into Rio. Engel touches it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez's kick fielded by Georgia Drake. Ten and a half minutes remaining in the second half. We're tied at 1 apiece. Lucas and Rodriguez chasing it into the corner. The Scots will have a throw. And they'll also have a substitution. Gitch back in after a quick break. And we will have a penalty kick. Clock is still moving. Number 20, McKenna Feller will take the penalty kick. And stopped by Drake. And Lucas deflects the kick by DeRico. Goes off her face, out of play. A corner kick for the Fighting Scots. Setting up the corner kick is Abby Engel. Lucas will go check on Rodriguez. And the header from number 7, Tailsnick, is fielded in the air by Georgia Drake, preserving the 1-1 score. 8:15 and counting here at Toppa Field. Both teams have scored their goals with the wind at their backs, as the Fighting Scots have it here in the second half. That ball cleared out by Molly Leary. And that kick goes wide. Abby Engel. Hannah Rossman back in for the Seahawks. Larry's kick to the near side. Taylor Tailsnick. And lost out of the end line, Shelby Jones. Seahawks with a goal kick, under 7 minutes remaining in the second half. So whistle for some reason. Foul on the Seahawks. Free kick for the Scots. Feller sets it up. In the air and in the goal! Feller! Breaking the 1-1 tie. Feller from 30 yards out. Just over the outstretched arms of Georgia Drake, giving Gordon College the 2-1 lead at 5:53. The Scots now with the 2-1 lead. Feller with the goal. McKenna Feller, junior from Puyallup, Washington. Her fourth goal of 2021 gives Gordon College a 2-1 lead here as we approach the 5-minute mark remaining in second half action. Olivia Picard back into the lineup for Salve Regina. Now we're under 5 minutes. Rio with the header. Picard looking to challenge as Paul comes in deep. No chance for Drake on that wonderful shot by McKenna Feller. Molly Leary just inside the midfield line. Sends the ball straight ahead. Lucas back in. Good clear by the Scots. It's carrying downfield. Seahawks will have a throw. Kowecki leaves it for Rossman. Larry now keeps it on the ground. It comes back. Picard to Rio. Off balance. Now Rossman into the middle for Leary. Her left foot gets it past midfield. Kala Ashley will have it carom off of her from Sophie Lucas. Rossman gets the ball for the throw. Walks up the sideline. Right at the feet of Rio. She's double teamed. Kowecki with the long clear. Rossman up the far sideline. Rossman leaves it for Picard. She's challenged by Rodriguez. Kowecki sends it over to Lucas. Into the middle. 3 Seahawks unable to come up with it. as that's cleared on the end line. Seahawks with a goal kick. Coming up on the 2-minute mark here in second half action. 2-1 lead for Gordon College. So Drake had done a wonderful job of stopping the penalty kick. McKenna Feller, longer free kick, one bounce, and off the hands of Drake. It'll be a corner kick for the Scots. 1:15 and counting. They'll take their time setting up this corner kick with the 2-1 advantage. Abby Angle will deliver the kick, the junior from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania.
1 minute.
Her right foot sends it in at 1 minute mark. That header goes over. Header by Shelby Jones, number 13. Seahawks, urgency, getting it downfield. Gordon with possession, then knocking it out. Seahawks needing a ball to throw in. Rossman with the throw. Headed ahead by Emily Rio, but out of bounds. Gordon with the throw. Under 20 seconds. Rio knocked down a free kick for Salve Regina. Rossman.
4, 3.
And the Seahawks will run out of time here at Toppa Field. Gordon College with 2 second half goals. Comes back to defeat Salve Regina. Salve had taken the 1-0 lead into intermission as Haley Dubioso scored in the 26th minute. Into the second half we went. And in the 73rd minute, Savannah Metz tied the score after a corner kick and a header. Metz finished it off. And then McKenna Feller. So goals from Metz and Feller. Feller's game-winning goal came in the 85th minute. And it makes a winner out of Gordon College. Final here is the 2-1 score. Salve Regina gets a goal from Haley Dubioso. And the visiting Scots get goals from McKenna Feller and Savannah Metz. Metz, a senior from New Cumberland, Pennsylvania. 10th win on the season for Gordon College. They are 10-3-0 overall, 4-2-0 in Commonwealth Coast Conference play. The Seahawks fall to 6-8-1 on the season overall and just under 500, 2-3-1 in the CCC. My thanks to camera operator Brooke Meredith and our live statistician Presley Boyce. Job well done by both. My name is Ed Habishaw. Have a good night, everybody.